Okay, Shannon. First thing, remember you need an introduction post on your blog explaining what you're doing and why. I like that you have written here about the intellectual puzzle and the countercultural response. You need to link those to films that inspired you, okay? So thinking about the examples that you used and explaining what you liked about them. Oh, there's your introduction. You need to move that down to that first post. Okay. This is good. I like this about saw. It's nice and concise. I like the analysis here of 7. It's quite concise, and I like how you're linking it to your own work. In terms of this Rosemary's Babies post, please can we make sure that Rosemary's Baby is a title, so the B needs to be on the capital B. I like the fact that you're talking about the colour scheme, but please can we use media language like cinematography or mise-en-scène. You've also got some spelling and punctuation grammars in there and grammar mistakes in there you need to go back and look at. Some good post here on sound. I like the link to the visceral response. Make sure that you're not just tagging on the end of each post. I have learned, or I am going to think about. Try and make your analysis a bit more sophisticated so you're linking throughout your analysis back to what you have learned. Okay, you have some nice things here about mise-en-scène and the shining, the non-diegetic sound and the cinematography. But you don't link this again back to your own trailer. You don't really say what you have learned from it. So you need to go back and add a little bit more to that poplar. Again, this bubble thing you've done here, it talks about some nice stuff and it talks about the visceral response, and I think you're relating what you have learned to let the right one in. But again, I feel like it's missing some of the details. Maybe some images would support this, and again, linking back to how it's inspired you. This is a very short analysis of the awakening. Again, you're linking it to your own trailer, but do think about how you can use this information in a bit more of a sophisticated way. Okay, Shannon, you're missing quite a lot from this given the amount we've asked you to have posted on here. I would expect to see more posts, more research. You also need to make this more media rich. Looking at the mark scheme, you are really sitting around a high level 1 at the moment. You don't have any information about target audience, which I know we covered last week. You've got some good digital and ICT in the presentation. I can see that you're experimenting, but it needs to be much, much more media rich. They're still very text heavy. You need to check your spelling, punctuation and grammar, and you need to make sure that you're staying up to date with your posts. At the moment, the highest I can give you is a 7 out of 20.